those feelings that you can't really describe.
It was a good feeling. It was quite exciting.
It was surreal. I could not believe to begin with that my article had gotten in.
Being journalists, they'll be writing for publications or they'll be doing radio reports and TV reports.
It was really exciting, yeah.
Curtin FM News.
Good morning, it's 9 o'clock. I'm Catherine Diss. An earthquake has hit the goldfields towns of Kalgoorlie and Boulder. The magnitude 4.8 quake hit just now.
The fact that I'm only a couple of weeks away from finishing my degree, I feel like I've got the skills needed to go into the field confidently. Curtin was a real life experience, and it was throwing you in the deep end in a lot of assignments, like going out there, just having to get the interviews on the field, taking footage, getting interview grabs at press conferences, whatever it was. That experience were real life experiences, and having that opportunity will be of great benefit to anyone graduating from Curtin.
My name's Natalia Cooper and I work for Channel 7 Perth as the weather presenter. I also read daily news updates and work on the road as a reporter where I can.
There's people that I think, well, to me it's one camera, it's one person, and that's what I also mean about reading the news. If you can read to the camera.
I found Curtin was a great university to study at. The journalism course here is really strong and it has a great reputation in the industry. It was a fantastic base. You learn all the basics of writing stories and structure and how to put them together, how to do interviews. I also was able to get voice training while I was here. It's great to be able to come back and talk about my experiences and how I did things, and just even to give them a little bit more of an idea of how they can go about it and how it is possible and the different pathways into the industry.
Yeah, having the opportunity to learn how to do TV and using the studio for doing on-camera work, such as learning how to newsread, is very beneficial, not only to your skills, but also to calming those nerves when you actually do get into the industry. And having that behind you is a great benefit to you.
I think I just thought it would be a fascinating job, getting to do something different every day, meet new people, travel to new places, being able to learn lots of information and tell stories to people as well. Just the whole idea of it sounded exciting to me.
My name's Mignon Shardlow. I'm the editor of the Western Independent. Also teach print news reporting to second year students and graduate diploma students. The Western Independent is a production by Curtin Journalism students. It's a fantastic learning vehicle, but it's a real newspaper. It's published. We have a print run of 3,000 copies. It's a cast of hundreds of students, but it all works to provide a real world newsroom experience. So it's sort of like the culmination of so much learning that they do during the journalism course, because all students do a course in ethics, a course in media law, they do the print news reporting, the photojournalism, feature writing, and then they do this unit in print production, and it brings together absolutely everything they've been taught in this wonderful hands-on applied way, so that everything they've been taught before makes perfect sense.
I'm Laura and I'm one of the deputy editors for the Western Independent this semester.
I'm Caroline Frank. I'm one of the deputy editors to the Western Independent.
It's actually been really good working with Caroline. It's great having two deputy editors just because we're new to the role and there's a lot of responsibility to take on.
For everyone, and you need to be able to assess the situation.
Have you tried the Independent Schools Association?
Yes, I don't know whether they'd be worth.
When we've been sorting out the stories, it just seems to be such an instinct now to say, yes, that's a good idea, or no, that one needs a better source. You just develop it and it's just, it becomes part of you, really. In your first 2 years, you learn how to be a journalist, and that's very important. But you really do need the understanding of how all the different roles and all the different components of journalism work together.
These are the kind of years.
Okay, what are you going to do with that though? How's that going to fit in the
Probably
You do actually see how the legal and ethical issues actually arise, and you have experience dealing with them. We had a situation where one of our main story on the front page was about accusations of a football club cheating, and so you do have to think about the legal implications of publishing that story. Obviously we spoke to Joseph about it because he's our legal advisor.
When you commit something in print, it's a tangible form, it doesn't go away. If you get it wrong, it's very hard to take it back. So the greater the need for care to be exercised and in ensuring that everything has been done to get it right the first time.
We have people that come into the newsroom to help out. Lawrence Apps comes into the newsroom, looks over stories and provides a critical eye.
I'm here to try to help students do the right thing and become great journalists because society needs great journalists, it needs great media. We've got so many students who have gone through this very process who are now out in the industry doing great journalism. In fact, they have, Curtin graduates of this course have achieved remarkable reputations in the industry right across Australia, including the editor of the Sydney Morning Herald, who's a graduate of this course and who used to sit here doing exactly what these students are doing today.
I'm Luke, I'm the photo editor. I want to be an entertainment journalist, so basically film critic, music critic, feature writer, stuff like that. So my writing experience through Curtin, written articles to be submitted for the Western Independent, and also in my own time I've written for the Guild magazine Grok, so it's just really good writing experience for what I want to do when I leave uni.
We run a guest lecture series, so a lot of the lecture program for that course is people coming in from industry. So people that are at the top of their field in investigative reporting, for example, Paul Lampathakis is more than happy to come in and talk to students.
I try really hard to make sure the stuff's accurate.
Lots of the journalists who've endured in the industry are from Curtin, and I came out of this particular campus, the Bentley campus. Not only do you get training, but you get an opportunity to be exposed to people, potential employers. And I ended up getting a job from the West Australian because I went and did industry placement over there, and they got a taste of me that was different to just the normal interviewing process or testing process. So, I mean, yeah, it literally, got me a job.
As my role as deputy editor, in addition to the fact that I've had about 31 articles published, and the fact that studying here has been so amazing, I feel I've got what it takes. 2 years ago I wouldn't have felt that way, but it's because of all of these amazing opportunities being thrown at me, really, that I feel that I could do it.
In terms of what jobs that you can do or what areas of journalism you can study in at Curtin, we obviously have the print area, we have radio, we have TV, and we have online. So we cover all of the areas. Considering that we have a converged environment in newsrooms now, it's great that students at Curtin get to experience all of those platforms and can offer employers that range of experience.
I did get to a point halfway through my studies and I thought, oh, maybe journalism wasn't a good idea for me. But now that I've progressed with it, I can really see the benefits of it, even if I don't actually become a journalist.
Is an amazing skill that's required in so many different occupations. And I would always welcome people in that situation into a journalism degree. There will always be a need for the skills that you learn. So even if you don't intend to be a journalist, it's a really good first degree, provides you with an excellent education.
As well as it being a learning experience, you do build relationships with the people you work with, particularly in the print production class, because you're working so close together, and we spend about 2 weeks straight in here every day putting this paper together, that you do form really good friendships as well.
Well done, guys. And back to work. Okay.